all events, the 100 and 200 free. Now it's his chance to make it a third in the 100 fly. The fastest qualifier, but he's got a few to beat there. Scott Goodman won the 200, swimming well over the shorter distances. Adam Pine and Jeff Hugel. Some race coming up in the 100 fly.
Oh, a big false
and a false start.
Lane 8. Ian Malouche. Oh, get the rope down.
Get the rope down.
Oh, no.
Well, we got real problems now.
Oh, no.
Blow him up. Oh, this
Only
is a
one
disaster.
swimmer. Only one swimmer.
Disaster. Drop the rope.
Oh, no.
Oh, as a swimmer, you can't believe this is happening at national championships, can you? Unfortunately, everything has gone wrong for these guys. There's no whistles going off. There's no sirens.
And the clock's not even going to get a 50-metre split.
The clocks aren't going. So the blokes are now starting to pull up, wondering what's going on. They're going to hit this rope, and they can't believe it. There's going to be a lot of swearing going on.
Oh, and the crowd can't believe that the officials were not on the ball with this.
No, this is a disaster. They're going to have time off here because it'd be totally unfair to have to swim these guys. They've swum 65, almost 75 metres flat out, and then they hit the rope on the way back.
Michael Klim and Scotty Goodman can afford to have a smile about it because they're in the team. But I can tell you what, there's a little bit more shaking of heads and shaking of fists down there from others who aren't in.
If we can get a shot of that man, I'm telling you, he'd be hurting right now. He'd be shaking his head because this is his race. This is what it's all about. Now it's up to crisis management. This is a crisis management situation now, isn't it, Nicole? Because, like, now it's up to whoever can mentally prepare to get back up on those blocks and race as fast as they can.
Exactly. They do need to give the guys a break. They've swum 3/4 of this race. I would suggest what would happen is that they would possibly bring out the B final. The B final will swim and give these guys a rest. Most of them will go across to the warm-down pool and try and get whatever lactic acid they've built up out of their system so they can get ready again. Well, amazing scenes here at the Chandler Aquatic Centre. We'll take a short break and be back to see the restart of the men's 100 metres butterfly.
For the men's 100 metres back butterfly, the crowd is really getting behind them because there was a sensational reaction by the crowd to the officials when they finally did pull them up, because we hate this thing sort of happening. We want to see the best of the best racing under the best conditions, and that was just a monumental stuff-up.
It was probably also a fault of the machinery, because that should have gone down automatically from the starter.
Now, any break at this stage is an instant disqualification, an automatic disqualification. Even though they have swum 65 metres, they're on the second start. So anyone who wobbles, bobbles, and they hold the start for anybody is gone. And so the pressure certainly is building. Scotty Goodman is sitting in a very handy position in lane 5. He's got plenty of speed, and he's already won the 200 metres butterfly.
Drama in the first start. Let's see what happens second time round. A fair old delay. And away to a clean start this time. Second time around, the men's 100 fly. So watch for the men in the middle there. Pine got a very good start, and up with him comes Klim, and Goodman alongside him. Klim's cleared out after 25.
A great start by Michael Klim. He went very deep, didn't he, Nicole? He kicked all the way to the surface. Second at this stage, I'd say, without the cap on. He swam with the cap in the first race, but he's not doing it now. Out here in lane 6, that is Jeff Hugel.
And the turn time, 24.61 by Michael Klim. It is, in fact, Jeff Hugel in second, 25.25. And then there is Adam Pine, 25.30.
And Adam Pine had a great turn. He's coming back.
But it's Klim out in front with 25 to go. They won't catch Michael Klim. The race really is for the second spot. Hugel just in front of Pine, and Goodman trying to go with them. It's Klim out in front. Here comes Hugel. Hugel trying to hold on. Hugel and Goodman. I reckon Hugel just. Let's have a look. Oh, Goodman may have got there.
Hugel's got there.
Hugel. Klim from Hugel. So young Jeff Hugel finally gets his start, and look at the parents
Look
of
at the Commonwealth record.
Commonwealth record.
Michael Klim.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe that? After swimming 65 metres, there's his parents, Eva and Wojtek, and he smashed Scotty Miller's. He does the dance. The victory dance. Michael Klim, you've just turned into a legend.
What are your first words,
Michael? Oh, mate.
That's a world record.
It's a world record.
It's a world record, son.
Oh.
That is the fastest in the world. Mate, I'm speechless. I can't believe it. I thought the 200 free was supposed to be my race, but... Why don't you line up and do another one? You might go faster. Probably will, mate. I'm so pumped. Line up and go another one. Oh, no.
Denis Pankratov,
Wow.
you've just lost your world record. The Russian is gone. Michael Klim, the Australian, has broken a world record on the 5th night of the National Championships. There's his mum, Ivan Wojtek. He's looking up at him now. He can't believe it. Everyone's just gone bananas here. We were so upset at the officials for the false start, the 65-metre swim, but it's just done him the world of good.
And Gennady Turetsky, his coach, congratulating. I just don't think they expected this. It probably worked in his advantage to have this false start. As Gennady said, his training is just all prepared for this. A new world record by Michael Klim. I don't think either of them can believe it.
Let's watch his touch, because we're really concentrating back here on Scott Goodman and Jeff Hugel to see who was going to get second to Michael Klim, and he had a dynamite touch for a 52.15, and oh, look at him. He just goes completely off.
And here he is head on. His stroke is perfect. He's not slowing down at all. You wouldn't even have guessed that he's already swum 65 metres. His stroke is just perfect. He's been concentrating on freestyle, probably the reason why his fly is hitting so well.
And look at the concentration in the clear goggles there. You can see him. He's just looking at the wall. He wants it so badly. He knows the 200-metre freestyle, 200-metre butterfly Scott Goodman could be coming, so he's coming home like a scalded cat. And, oh, look at the power he's pushing through there. No wonder he's the world record holder. Isn't that great to say? He's the world record holder. Michael Klim from Australia collects the world record here at the trials for the World Championships. He's going to go in with so much confidence.
And look at his reaction.
Here we go, you little beauty. And he's feeling no pain whatsoever. If he thought he was hurting under the flags, it's all gone now. He can't believe it. He's looking at his parents. He's like, can you believe this?
Faster than anyone in the world ever swum it. 52.15, taking 0.12 of a second off Denis Pankratov's world mark. Jeff Hugel earns the right to swim for Australia alongside Klim at the World Championships in Perth, and Scott Goodman third, but will swim the 200.